Alright, so in today's video, as you can see by the godlike thumbnail made by me, of course, we're going to be talking about how to go from controller to keyboard. And I've been about 7 days on keyboard, and the first thing I learned was what keybinds to have. You really want optimal keybinds when you're learning, you know, keyboard from controller. So mostly your build binds, of course. So for mine, I just bought a new mouse and new keyboard because I really wanted to get into keyboard and mouse. So for mine, my wall is on my mouse button here, and then my stair is on the other mouse button, which helps a lot when you're trying to build. So I would suggest getting a mouse with 2 buttons on the side, and then yeah, that should be all really. Then I have my floor for V, because the way I hold or position my fingers is my thumb rests on the spacebar, and then it stays over V, so that I can just press V and jump at the same time. And then my others build binds are my trap is on T if I ever use it for bouncers. My roof is on left shift because that's again how I position my fingers on the keyboard. Of course, you always want to have your fingers on WASD so you can move while you're editing. Changing your material doesn't really matter what you put it on. I just have it as right mouse button because it's easiest to hit. I edit with F. You should edit with E, F. I don't know why people edit with G. Those people are weird. Let's just get rid of those people and call it a day. Thank you. Edit with E and F. That's all I want. I have middle mouse button for my ping because there's nothing else really that is free and open that's easier. Emote you can have for whatever you want. I put it on 5 because why not? Harvesting tool, that's really important. Some people use 1, some people use Q, some people use Z. Whatever you can reach when you're holding WASD, whatever's more comfortable for you. Like, the most important thing about this is the ergonomics and stuff. Make sure you are comfortable how you are sitting. You want to be sitting, with your back straight up. Just be comfortable how you're sitting, because if you're sitting there and your hands are cramping, your back's hurting, your neck's hurting, and you're playing good, then it doesn't really matter. You're just hurting yourself just to play good, and that's not a good idea. So yeah, definitely work on posture, work on how you're positioning your fingers on your keys and stuff like that. Same thing with weapon slots. I have mine in the numbers and then Z and X for my heels, which I'll get into that later. But I have those because I can reach from W just to 1 and 2 with my middle finger, and then my index finger touches 3 and 4, and then Z and X I hit with my thumb because it's already down there on V. That's just how my binds are set. But definitely find optimal binds. That is very important for learning keybind and going from controller to keybind or keyboard. Nice. On to the next thing. You always want to have turbo building on. Make sure this is turned on. Don't want to be I don't understand why you wouldn't have it turned on unless you just didn't know it was a setting. Make sure to turn it on. Confirm edit on release. I highly recommend to turn this on if you're switching keyboard. It's so easy to edit fast and learn way quicker when you don't have to have a release button or a confirm button. And then reset building choice doesn't matter when you're on keyboard. That's only a controller thing. A tip is if you don't ever record gameplay or anything like that, turn off replays because it actually lowers your frames. I just turned mine on to get thumbnails. And auto open doors. I mean, a lot of people don't have this on. I personally do because when you're just editing, doors or editing tunnels and you accidentally edit a door, you just go straight through. You have no problems. It doesn't mess up your flowing momentum. Just continuing on. Okay, so here's the reason you want auto open doors on. So if you're tunneling, I'm just gonna go really slow because I don't have brain cells right now, I guess. And then you accidentally, you know, edit a door, you just go straight through and continue. That's why you want auto open doors on. Saves lives. Saves your life. Always have sprint by default on because there's just no point of not having it on. You don't need toggle sprint, just sprint by default. Definitely don't have sprint cancels reloading. That just messes everything up whenever you're trying to edit or build and your weapon wants to reload. It's just like, nah, you can't do that now, we're reloading. It's basically what it's saying. Another thing is your game UI or your HUD options. I have mine at 70%. A lot of people say, nah, you just want it 100% or, I mean, even more. But I don't know, I like 70%. It's small. I can see everything I'm looking at, but definitely if you don't like that, don't play on it. It's not needed. All of this, just really, not really important for switching to keyboard. It's just tips and contextual stuff. But something I would turn off is this reticle ammo indicator. It basically just shows how much ammo is used in the weapon you're holding, so you know when you need to reload, but it tells you when you need to reload anyway, so I mean it's just really in the way in my opinion, but you can use it if you want. Onto mouse sensitivity. So what you want to do is start, like mine's at 11, I started at 11.5, and all you want to do, let me get it to 11.5. You just want to take your mouse and put it against your keyboard and then just swing it until you're staring one place, and then you can turn around and make a full circle just by doing this, like with little effort at all. I'll show an example of it, of course, because then it doesn't make sense if I don't. Okay, so what I'm talking about is when you go in here, just box yourself up. So you look at this corner, you put your mouse on the edge of your keyboard, and just flick. So as you can see, my mouse is over here, and I'm staring at the same corner. Do it again. Oop. Oh, same spot. Oop. Oop. Same spot. I don't know how I forgot to talk about this, because I said it myself too. Reset building edit. You know what this beautiful thing is right here? That's scroll reset. All you need is your mouse wheel down right here, and your mouse wheel down right here, and you have it set up. And why would you not want it set up? Because it's the best thing in the entire world. So just yeah, use that. But yeah, I used to play on 11.5, now I play on 11 because I thought it was way too fast. Your target sensitivity, that's just basically like how slow it, it's basically like how aim assist used to be, where it really like slows down on your target when you're shooting or aiming at somebody. So what this does is, the lower it is, it will have more slowdown. So you don't want it at 100 because then there's no slowdown. I have mine at like 36 because I just feel like, that feels pretty good. But I mean, you can mess with that all you want. Another thing is your scope sensitivity. I mean, I just have it 100% because I just like to hit flicks with snipers. You can do whatever you want, just practice and experiment with it. All the mouse flight stuff doesn't really matter. Okay, so my second tip would be maps and edit courses, anything like that. Training courses, aim courses, you want to do those as much as possible. So the first map that I used a lot is Raiders Edit Practice Map number 2. And the code will be on the screen now or in the description if you need this map code. So this map I've used so much on controller, on keyboard. This is basically where I learned to edit. So first off, I edited with E, but I switched to F because I just wanted to try it out, and I think it's way better than F or E. But the way I started was really, really slow. I just tried to learn the feel and the muscle memory and the timing of my key. So I was literally like a robot, just as slow as possible. That's what you want to do. You don't want to go fast. Consistency is way more important. Being fast is cool and all, but being consistent, that wins you games. That makes you a better player. Being fast is just flashy. Just remember that. And if you're ever struggling with even being just like, even if you think you have the hang of it, like you're going like this, but then you mess up, as soon as you mess up, start from the beginning. As slow as possible. Learn that movement, learn the timing, and you'll be way faster. But yeah, I would just go through that. I'd end the game. Load right back on in and do it again. Do it as many times as it takes until you feel confident in either your double edits or just your editing bind in general. I'm getting really bad ping, so it looks awful, but I've got my timing down just because this is all I've done. Okay, so that's for edits. For resets, I do this little drill over here. Anytime I was trying to learn a reset bind on my controller, and especially when I'm learning it on this score wheel, I would use this, and again do the same thing, just go through it, reset, go through it, reset, as many times as possible. So you just reset, 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 edit, reset, reset, edit, reset, reset, edit, and then you just go. Oh. For some reason I'm getting red bars, so this is really annoying, but whatever. I'm just trying to show you what you're supposed to do. Although I can't do it even myself. Also, I'm not even sitting right. Like, I'm not even listening to my own advice. But yeah, literally go through that and then reset. But what I've started to do actually is go back through, because I just want to get as much practice done in a short amount of time as possible. So I just run back through it like this. But I would just stick to the first way you're supposed to do it, which is just the reset, edit, I just do this because it helps me learn more editing and more resetting. And then, I mean, even again, if you want to go back through it and double reset edit like this, that's fine too. But make sure that you've gotten your double edits and your bind, your edit bind down, the timing, the muscle memory, which again, it's not going to take like one day. It's going to be a couple days. So don't get frustrated if you're not already, you know, consistent and fast and all that jazz. It's really not important. You just want to remember consistency, consistency. But yeah, I think that's all for this map. So double edits, resets. I've been starting to do triple edits because I just got keyboard and mouse and I want to learn my triple edit. So I do the exact same thing. I go through. Yeah, I'll do it right now just to show you how much better I've gotten at it. Just wow. You get the gist. I used to suck a lot at them, but I practiced and practiced and practiced and got better. So, yeah, I guess we'll move on to the next map. So the map we'll be using is Skavook's Aim Trainer. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this map. It's probably the most used map among all the pros in Fortnite. But the specific tests that you want to run, if you're not sure, I will show you. Alright, so you start off, you grab a SCAR, you grab a P90, and we start off with, as you can see, I still don't have my weapon bind figured out. Bounce. We go 200, 360, free play. You don't want to stand in the corner, I mean, in the middle. You want to go to the corner, or not, or not. Sadly, the zombies are not spawning for me, but yeah, you literally just sit in this corner, and it looks like you're in first person mode, and you don't want to come out and aim like this. You just want to sit in this corner and just dip fire and track zombies if they would spawn. There you go. I've only been doing this for about 3 days, 10 minutes a day. Really all you need. And my aim has gone, has improved tremendously. Obviously, don't forget to use the P90, that's why you have it. But yeah, it's like Kovacs in Fortnite, and yeah, pretty useful. Okay, on to the next. Don't go back to hub, you can just emote. And then we will do horizontal tracking, which close, medium, long. I do close, free play, and then just track the zombie. I killed him, wow. Yeah, so basically your goal is to kill the zombie. If you're doing that, you're doing fine. I'd usually do this for like 5 minutes probably. So this is vertical, and now we'll move on to horizontal. I mean, wow, that's horizontal. Now we're moving on to vertical. I wish I had a brain. I don't. Why am I telling you things? No one knows. Same thing, close. Free play. This time, much more fun. I'm very bad vertically. I don't know what it is about zombie on vertically, but it feels like a whole different menace. Like, in a second here, he's just gonna, like, yeah, he just jumps to the side. Like, what are you doing? You're weird for that. But yeah, I do this for another 5 minutes, and right back to hub. And you can do dynamic. I don't see the point, but you can. It's really weird, because, like, he goes really fast at one point, where I feel like it's almost just not even worth it to try. Like, right here, he's just like, yep, yep. So yeah, you could do dynamic if you want. I don't. Not part of my routine. Everything else, we don't do. Moving on to the next map. Now, when I tell you this is the best map for learning your edit keybind, I am definitely not lying. When you see this, your mind is going to be blown. I learned my timing, my muscle memory for floors, cones, edit downs, edit ups, so quick because of this. Again, the map codes will be in the description, and I will have them on the screen, and they're also already on the screen. But, my gosh, this map, this is the monster map. So as you see, we can free build. We've got really easy, medium, hard, very hard, impossible. So what does this mean? Really easy. So you got your regular, just okay. So for the first one, it will never let me edit for some reason. I don't know why. I guess the game just doesn't like me. But you know, just your regular edits. If you don't want to use that other Raider map as well, you can just use this one. But let me tell you, it's gonna get harder from here. See, simple and easy, really easy, some would say. But now we're on to easy. You see how close these things are together? But I've been doing this so much that I'm used to it. I still swing my pickaxe because I'm pressing F way too late. So that was easy. Here we go with medium. Are you seeing the problem yet? Look how close these builds are together. Oh, no. But you thought medium was medium. How about hard being hard? I'm not sure if my computer is like slow, but sometimes I'm literally editing through and you'll see that I'm like stuck, like right there, but it's actually editing. It's just waiting to catch up, because that's how fast it's going. Sometimes I just suck. But yeah, I'll go through every single one of these for you. I'm not going through all the other ones. I do on a daily basis. I come in here and I do every single one of these just to practice my edit bind. But again, don't try to do this off the start. You want to start from the slow and move your way up. I did it because why not? YOLO. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of builds here. And this is only, I think, very hard. We haven't even got to impossible yet. Now we're on to impossible. And I'm sure you can tell how this is gonna go. Oh man. My finger is not ready for this. Oh. This is part of that comfortability. I'm not feeling that comfortability. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, nope. We've hit a roadblock. Oh, there we go. Another heads up, I am playing on performance mode, so that is why my builds look like this. But I will say my game feels a lot better than I did on DirectX 11. I also have all my PC specs and my keyboard and mouse in the description, just in case you were wondering. So then it's literally just the same thing, but walls. Like, you got your simple walls, you're just doing your epic edits. Woohoo. Oh my gosh. What? I can't even simply edit right now. I don't know. And you're taking advice from me. Crazy. And they also time you, just in case you want to be fast, or for some reason you want to just put yourself through torture to go faster, and something that's even harder than I even imagined. But I think the easiest one to do would probably be down. This is probably the fastest way to learn your bind. But I do all of them. Yeah, so this is Orange Guy's map, and it's disgustingly, amazingly beautiful, and I love it in every single way possible. There's also editing 1v1s. I don't do that because why would I? Free building, I have maps for that. I don't know why I would do it here. Unless, like, the input delay and stuff is better. Who knows? Try this map if you need to learn your F or your edit bind. Promise you, you will get the timing, and literally it's so fast. So yeah, I guess that would be all my tips and tricks to learning keyboard and mouse, going from controller, which I did. Went from controller. I've been on keyboard and mouse for 7 days, and I think I'm pretty decent. That's for you to decide, and you to follow my guide and see if you can get even better. So yeah, peace.